Yo, it's your boy DZ, man. You already know it's not about the setback, it's about the get back. I want to appreciate everyone that's became a member, that subscribed to the channel, and that watches the channel. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, hit that notification bell. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we go live. I appreciate all of y'all that rock with me, and I hope y'all continue to rock with me. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. What's poppin'? State your name, where you called in from.
I'm calling from Cali. What's going on with it, DZ?
What's poppin'?
How you doing, brother?
Everything Tahi, what's good with you?
It's good, man. You know what? Hey, man, DZ, you so real, man. Hey, brother, shout out to you, man, for always keeping it 100, bro. You know what I mean? Always stay like that, man. I wish a lot of brothers would really pay attention to, man, I'm saying, bro, you just can feel the genuine, bro, and sincerity in what you do, bro, and how you just keep it, you just call it straight down the middle, bro. You know what I mean?
Facts.
You know what I mean? Bro, you don't waver. You ain't trying to take. You have to call. Hey, bro, you have to call a spade, like as they say, DZ. And definitely, when you see a snake, you gotta cut his head off, bro.
ASAP. ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Don't let him slither around you.
You gotta cut his head. You got to cut the snake head off. So, DZ, my question to you is, oh man, bro, just when is the no jumper RICO coming down?
Hey, listen, I think it's gonna be before the year is out, but they still putting things together because they already got the police report, and
got the video footage,
everything, and Wack done made his statement already, and they're just probably investigating some other things because they gonna come down with an indictment for that, and they probably gonna come down with another indictment for some other things. That's why they've been questioning Loose Cannon's brother about some things. So it's gonna be some more people, going down. And Wack is at work, hard body.
Yeah, he's trying. He's trying to. What should we say? The word I'm looking for. He's trying to put himself aside or whatever, or alienate himself, or act as if he has nothing or had nothing to do with this, and but the footage shows otherwise, though, DZ.
Facts. He kicked Loose Cannon's foot.
DZ, if you really pay attention now, come on, like you said, DZ. If you're thinking, if we not come on, we just thinking. You sit there. The people is looking at that. They see everything, DZ. They see the foot gesture,
everything,
foot gesture, and Wack, as if to say, "Get him, DZ."
Hey,
that's kind of like what the signal was. Boom, he gave him the tap, DZ, and Loose Cannon them went to work,
Hey, listen, man. Wack was right there. He know what it is, right? And he was nervous at first, but he made his statement, and they probably patted him on the shoulder and said, "Man, good job, man. You're gonna be all right."
Right.
That's why he got hyped again.
Yeah, DZ. You helped line Loose Cannon up. That's a cold thing, DZ.
Hey, listen. He knows that he put that work in.
DZ. He's a cold character, DZ.
He knows that he put that work in. No matter what he try to say to people and act like I ain't on no paperwork, man, you did what you did.
DZ, you did that, brother. DZ, you did that. Ain't no question about that.
Hey, brother, I appreciate you calling in, though, my brother.
Yes, always, DZ. Hey, DZ, continued success, brother. And keep it going, and continue success, brother.
Yes, sir. Solid. Appreciate you, brother.
Solid. You too. 100.
Hey, man, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, right? Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button and share this video. Facts. And y'all gotta let me know, man, how y'all feel about Diddy, man. Appreciate you becoming a member. Appreciate that. Eli. Hey, man, let me know how y'all feel about Diddy's situation. The prosecution say they got no more questions. They resting. Diddy not going to take the stand, and which I think he shouldn't, But when we look at this, right, did they prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the man is guilty? We know he's guilty of some things, right? But did they prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he's guilty on everything? Now, beyond a reasonable doubt now, there is no speculation. Did these people have participation? Did they was controlling it? And, was he the leader of every situation? Because y'all know, right? The two women that they're saying that Diddy had do all these things, I really think they kind of participated on their own at some point. Y'all can let me know how y'all feel about that, though. I really think, though, they participated on their own at some point, and the state, they called them as witnesses, the government called them as witnesses, but they participated, man, on their own. They was making phone calls without Diddy. They was lining shit up without Diddy. The two people that is their star witnesses that was victims, man, I don't know. I think that's going to be a rough one for that jury, man. I'm just being real. I think it's going to be real rough for the jury to sit back and say beyond a reasonable doubt, right? We look at Diddy being involved with all these artists and taking advantage of the artists and, the stuff that they bring into the table. We look at all that. We hear all that. But the jury's in there hearing the details from the people that was involved. That's what I think. Diddy got a shot, man. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all can let me know how y'all feel. The line is open. You can call in and let me know how you feel. 757-770-6442. Let me know how you feel, because I think he might got a shot, man. I don't think he gonna spank everything, but I think that he has a shot on the RICO. I think he might got a shot, man. And from what we hear, Diddy said he not going to take the stand. They ain't calling no witnesses. But what I see their strategy with that is they want to leave what's out there. They don't want to try to convince the jury when the evidence is already out there of what has been said. And that right there, they looking at it like the prosecution they already cast doubt by presenting their witnesses. So with the defense, I think that is the best strategy for them. Don't get up there and try to explain and bring more people so that now you got people that's on your side that the prosecution starts to cross-examine, and then you got somebody trying to defend you. And when they trying to defend you, the prosecution gonna start picking them apart. And what that does is it leaves that image in the jury's mind. Right now, the jury's thinking about Cassie and Jane Doe. Allegedly, 50 Cent baby mom, Daphne. That's who they thinking about. And when you hear it with the audio, with Cassie, you hear what Daphne was on, allegedly. That right there, it make them go back there and sit back and think like they wanted to be in the entertainment business. They was looking for a career and they was willing to do whatever. So I think right there that cast some doubt, man. You know what I mean? I ain't even gonna lie. You know, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, Leon, you said he gonna get the elbow. Man, I think he got a shot, man. Straight up. I think he got a shot. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button for me too. Hit that like button. I really think, you know what I'm saying, he got a shot. Straight up. I think he got a shot. For the simple fact of how they presented the case and their star witnesses, you know, they was indulging heavy. Yeah. They was indulging heavy, man. Yeah. It get messy though in situations in court. You might be thinking somebody is cooked. That's how it go in court though. You know what I mean? People that been to trial, they understand. You know what I mean? But people that haven't been to trial, they really don't understand. You ain't never picked a jury and you rocked out on some real life stuff, you don't understand that it could go either way. And I'm going to just keep it real. Because it could go in Diddy's favor for the major part. He could get convicted of other things beside the RICO, the trafficking, and, you know, because they was doing things across state lines, and he can get convicted of those things because he engaged in it, even though the other people was with him, but they got immunity deals to testify. So he can get convicted of that. But, man, it could get real crafty. Yeah, I mean, especially, you know, when you got people hearing everything that's what's going on. And then y'all know they played those freak off tapes for the jury. And trust and believe now, those jury members seeing some celebrities that haven't been mentioned. So when you see that there's celebrities on these freak off tapes that these people might know to be big celebrities, but they weren't mentioned at all, the jury can start thinking like, why are they trying to hide these people? You know, the doubt, that's what people got to understand. The doubt that's cast in something like this, the jury could go ahead and say, they trying to hide these celebrities from the world for what? If they indulged in this shit, it should be publicized. Why are they trying to protect these people, but you want to convict this one person and say he was doing all this, but then show us these tapes with these people in it, but you don't want to say nothing about these people. I'm trying to tell you, man, I'm going to just keep it a bean. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. Hit the like button too. Smash the like button. So, I don't know, man. You know, this is what I come to y'all to talk about, man. Straight up. It could be reasonable doubt in the situation, man. It definitely can be reasonable doubt. Somebody sitting on that jury panel like, hold on, man. These people was engaging. They could feel like they railroading him. Or y'all trying to railroad him. I don't think that he's guilty of everything. We all sin in life, right? But I don't think he's guilty of everything. I think that he's guilty of this. It could get up in there and be a hung jury. Somebody in there, right, can say, man, he ain't guilty of nothing. They all participated. And it could turn into a hung jury. You know, if it's a hung jury, right, do y'all think they're going to retry the case or try to give Diddy a slap on the wrist? Because you know they'd do that, right? If it's a hung jury, straight up. You said, Deezy, why you think they didn't let Kanye in that time? Because they know Kanye was supporting him, and he probably got support in the courtroom, right? And the jury, they ain't want the jury to see Kanye, to see a celebrity supporting him. You know, you see how they pushing him through, and they ain't got no celebrities supporting him. Jury see that too. They don't want nobody that got status to be seen supporting him. You know what I'm saying? They want to make sure, yo, he ain't got no support from the community. You know, they try to distance the people that might have influence. You know, it's probably some Kanye fans that's on that jury panel. You know, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Straight up. Might be some jury fans. It's like they do certain shit because they be wanting to manipulate the brain. You know, it's their game, though. That's the crazy thing. It's their game, so they do certain things their way. And you might not be thinking that they playing dirty, but they really playing dirty. Straight up. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. SBGB TV is a live call-in show. State your name and where you calling in from.
Hey, baby, Blue Chicken, Inglewood, Compton. If poppin'? I was a juror, I would be confused right now. And that's just from them sharing the sketches and what Law and Crime was telling us. It seems to me it was more participation than being a victim. Not saying that they weren't a victim, but I'm just saying it's clear to me there was more participation. And you became a victim when you became scorned.
Right. So the jury could be looking at that as well. Like, man, they was with it 1 minute, but now that he cut them off and they wasn't dealing with each other, they looking for get back.
Correct, because the juror now got to see text messages that everyone else sitting in the courtroom didn't get to see. They got to hear verbal messages, probably with their headphones on, that everyone else wasn't privy to. I think they just breaking them. I'm gonna keep saying it. He shouldn't have went after the alcohol company. He had enough money to create his own beverage, like E40 has done, and E40 is successful at it.
Yeah, man.
He didn't need nobody else.
Sometimes you get above your britches. You know, that's a part of life. You know, sometimes you overthink a situation and might think you got it to do it, and I'm bigger than I am. And honestly, the money that's printed, it's only printed. No matter how much money you get, you still a nigga. And they gonna make sure they let you recognize that. And Diddy got out of control, man. And now they letting him know they got belt the ass and letting him know, listen, you don't run nothing around here because you flexing that paper. It's part of the game.
Correct. And because of the upper white people that you're hanging with, you're only good enough to them until they don't want to deal with you no more. And he, as you say, the drugs played a part. He wasn't in his right mind all the time. And he had too many yes people around him. Even when he was doing wrong, it was deemed as good. They were viewing evil as good and good as evil. And he just got caught up. But I can tell you for sure, because I didn't sit behind some bars, he thinking and he waiting to get out. Even if I don't see them doing more than, I can see them giving them 10 years and then giving them enough time for him sitting. And he has good lawyers behind him. Those are some paid lawyers. You got to have paper to get them type of lawyers. They'll know how to go in, and he better not take the stand. If he takes the stand, him speaking and answering the prosecutors, I believe it's not what is going to get him more time. It's going to be his demeanor.
Nah, he ain't taking the stand.
He better not.
Nah, he ain't taking the stand. You know what I mean? That would be bad for him to do anyway, because they're going to question him about the participation of what them women been saying. So the best thing that he doing is what he doing, whereas lawyer is letting the case rest on the side of the prosecution and what they said. So what all the witnesses said for the prosecution, even though it was, things they said about him, but it was conflicting, it was confusing. And that's where you want the jury to be at. Like, were these people victims or were they participants? If he tries to take the stand or bring witnesses, they're going to cross-examine him because he's going to be trying to protect himself. The witnesses for him are going to be trying to protect him. And that there is going to leave a stain in the jury's mind as to they was trying to help him. And I think that'll hurt more than anything. So I think the best thing, me going to trial 5 times, I think the best thing, and I never took the stand at all. I always let it rest where it was. And I think that's the best thing for him.
I can't believe that they didn't sequester these jurors. I can't believe they're allowed to have visual contact with what the news is running. I am really surprised that they're not sequestered.
Man, they don't care. They want the people to go out there, I guess. Let them go out there and roam and I guess hear what's going on out there so that they can try to have them influenced by what they're hearing out there. And because the way that things is being presented to the world is making it look like he's already guilty. So by the people that's pressing against him, the people that's running their narratives, they are just saying the man's guilty of everything, no matter what. That's how the world go. When you got all the money, people always saying you guilty of everything. You got money, you guilty of everything. It ain't no, oh, maybe he didn't do this, or maybe they trying to get him out of here. Nah, he got money. He paid. He guilty.
Correct. And what they want is that paper from him. That's it. Because you never see a brink truck behind a hearse going to a funeral. You can't take it with you. They're making an example of him. They're reminding him, you a black man in our world, and we let you shine like we did because we wanted to. But you got beside yourself. You got beside your bridges. But he has a good team on his behalf, just like OJ did. What did Johnny Cochran do? They got OJ off. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
He got a shot, you know what I'm saying? And you know,
I think he does. He has a great shot.
He got a shot to get some of it knocked out, you know. All he needed some people to ride with him and say, I ain't going with it, and it's a possibility. But, you know.
Well, with that being said, little brother, I thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. And all the time, it is respect, grinding, consistency. And it's all what you're doing, baby. And I appreciate you so much. And thank you for being on here and taking time out of your life to bridge the gap between people and letting us meet each other on your panel. I appreciate you so much, and I can't wait till you get the Zoom up.
I appreciate it. Much love. Thanks for calling in.
All right, baby.
If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button too. Smash that. You know what I mean? Share this live. Man, y'all can call in. Let me know how you feel. 757-770-6442. Let me know how you feel, man. Y'all feel Diddy is going to spank this, or y'all think they're going to nail him to the cross? You think he's guilty of everything, or you think just some of the charges? Is Diddy going to beat this? Because y'all know it's going to be going to the jury real soon. And, you know, prosecution, they rest. They about to have closing arguments. I think they said Thursday. So, you know, Diddy said he ain't taking the stand. They ain't calling no witnesses. And it's up to the government, right? The United States of America, right? For them to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the man is guilty. So it ain't up to Diddy to prove that he's innocent. You know, some people like, oh man, Diddy not taking the stand and he ain't saying. It's not up to Diddy to prove that he's innocent. It's up to the United States of America to prove that he's guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, man. Yeah. This shit here lets you know, though, man, when you got some paper, you can't be thinking that you run shit. You know what I mean? It's a lot of jokers be thinking that they run shit. You got some paper, you don't run shit. You just a part of the program, nigga. And they'll bust your ass down. Facts. Smash that like button too. You in the building, smash that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button. Straight up. Wherever you chiming in from, smash that like button. Yeah. Your money don't hold the same value as it used to. You know? Money used to have some strong value. Strong value. You could go around and flex on whoever. You know? You might get paid a judge or two. You might get paid lawyer, prosecutor. Everything be good. Now, man, shit. If they want to get you up out of here, they don't care about your money. And I'm going to tell you though, right? What they did was, right? They started charging and firing heavy judges, prosecutors, any of them doing that corrupt behind the scenes stuff, taking payments for people to get off. They've been knocking them off. So when they started doing that real heavy, it changed the game and the value of your money in the system. But at one point, them people could be bought straight up. At one point, you could buy a judge. Diddy got crazy money. I'm sure right now he would love to give a judge $50 million to let this go. I'm sure right now he would love to say, yo, here go 50 million, man. Let this go. The judge won't even take it. Right now, he won't take it. They don't want to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? They know what's going to happen. So they done changed the game with that shit, man. Straight up. He said he'll be 2 out of 5 charges, but he fried chicken on the rest of them charges for sure. Now, if they convict him on the rest of them, right, he still might try to slide Trump a bag. And that's the thing. He might try to slide Trump a bag now. He might try to say, yo, here, Trump, take this 10-20. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and take that and get me right. So it could get messy. Straight up. You said if he paid Cassie the 30 million, we would have never have known. You think so? If he paid Cassie the 30, they might have still flipped her, man. They might have still flipped her. They flipped her anyway. She took the 20, they might have still flipped her, man. I think they might have still flipped her, turned on him, because they already was investigating him. You know, they know what it is. You know what I mean? Them jokers think they be doing something slick. Them motherfuckers know what it is. They know. Niggas is out here running around with the bag, you know, acting like they can't be touched. Straight up. They acting like they can't be touched, man. So, you know, I don't know, man. I think it could, you know, definitely go his way to a certain extent. Damn right. You said, no, they would have found someone else to go after Diddy once he paid Cassie. Yeah, and they would have still used her. Shit. That civil payment don't got nothing to do with when they want to come for you criminal. That's the thing. That civil payment ain't got nothing to do when they want to come after you criminal, man. Yeah. You know how them jokers be talking about the NDA, and that shit don't hold no weight, man. Especially when they want to criminally charge you. They don't care about no damn NDA. That's some shit of you talking to the people in the street. Not them people. They gonna lock your ass up. Yeah. And then, you know, they was participating. You know that's how they shook them down. They grabbed Cassie and Jane Doe, right? And shook them real strong. And said, yo, y'all know we can charge you, right? Y'all know that, right? I want you to know that we can charge you, but we willing to help you. That's how they come to him too. They say, yo, we want to help you, but you got to help us. You not the big fish. This how they talk to him. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. This is a fact. They say, you not the big fish, right? We know he's the big fish. We know you played a part in this, right? But we don't want you. We want the big fish, right? And if you help us, we gonna let you slide. You ain't got nothing to worry about, you know? But we gonna get the big fish. Straight up. Appreciate the super chat. Run the table. He said Diageo might come right in and tell Trump we will double whatever Diddy talking about donating to keep his ass locked up. Now that's a possibility now. That's a possibility. You know, motherfuckers start playing that big bank, take little bank, nigga. We don't care what he got. Don't let him out. We want to keep him in there. You know, it's a dirty game. It's definitely a dirty game, man. Everything was consensual. Hey, listen, I understand where you coming at with that, right? That jury, they the ones that gonna make that decision now. We can say this, right? Because what we see and what we hearing that they was participating, and I understand that, they was with it. They was with the bullshit. They wanted to get lit, get money, and indulge in these extra acts until they didn't want to. But the jury might say, man, I don't believe these bros. They was fufafi, and that man ain't do everything they saying, right? Because they going off their star witnesses, man. Their star witnesses was doing shit on their own, though. That's what got me looking like, come on, man. Y'all was taking time out of y'all day and setting this shit up on your own, man. That there got me. Y'all was plotting. Y'all was sitting around in the daytime saying, tonight y'all gonna have a freak off. And I'm gonna tell you on some honest stuff, right? There are people out there that know the things you might like, and they know Diddy liked to do what he was doing. So they was planning shit to surprise Diddy. And I'm telling you that right now. Even though Diddy turned them on to this old freak ass life, right? They was setting the freak shows up to surprise him. Like, yo, I want you to come through at a certain time and we're going to be at this hotel. Diddy would go to the hotel. They had a freak show already ready to go. Diddy like, oh yeah. They was doing things to please Diddy at the same time, man. But nobody want to keep it real about that. They was doing that now. Straight up. No cap. They was setting things up to try to, show Diddy that they was doing what he wanted them to do, but they was doing it because they wanted to do it. You know how somebody would go out there and buy you a gift and then bring the gift to you at a certain location and tell you, hey, yo, I want you to meet me here. Why you want me to go there? No, just show up. I want you to be there and then come with the gift. They was doing that with them freak guys. And the feds knew that. The feds knew that they was doing it. So that's what they was saying. Yo, they was participants. If the feds wanted to make it look better, they were supposed to charge the other people. This is why I think it looked shaky. If the feds would have charged other people that was involved, even though they gave them immunity, it would have gave that look to the jury like, okay, there's more people charged. But being as though they left the people out and just gave them immunity, I think that right there, it looked a little shaky. You know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe button for me too. Hit that like button and share this video, man. Straight up. They were supposed to make sure that everybody that they gave immunity to that they felt was a part of a crime, charge them. Yeah. Give them immunity though. Charge them. So that the jury would have looked at it like, all right, there's other people charged in this crime. But they didn't charge nobody and just gave them immunity and just charged Diddy. Because they were so adamant about proving Diddy did what he did. You know what I'm saying? It all boils down to big pimping. When you got them hooked, they gonna do any and everything to please their pimp. I know too many that will go the extra mile for daddy. Facts. And they out there too. They out there. But these broads know These dudes got the paper. Them people that got that bag, they not doing regular shit. That's what people really got to understand. And I say that to all the ladies, man. It's a lot of ladies that want a rich nigga, right? They want a baller. They want somebody that's in position. Ladies, do you understand that rich niggas don't just go to work and come home and sit there and hold hands and watch movies? I hope y'all understand that shit out there, man. This what the ladies got to understand. Because I think a lot of ladies, they really don't think that. They think a rich nigga just go to work, buy them Birkin bags, and then come home and sit down and watch movies. It don't work like that. You know, they don't want to do nothing. They just want to go to work, buy you Birkin bags, send you here, put you in the latest cars, hit you with the latest fashion. No. Rich niggas want to do sick shit. Ladies, put that in your head, man. Big facts. That's what the ladies got to put in their head, man. Straight up. Rich niggas want to do sick shit. They don't get excited by going to work, coming home, and watching a movie with you. That's some shit that the broke nigga gonna do. That's some shit that the nigga living check to check gonna do. That excites him. That shit don't excite a rich nigga, man. Motherfucker, I understand that. And I'ma just keep it a bean. The nigga ain't even gotta be rich. He just got a bag. And I'm saying, able to flex like he want to flex. It doesn't excite a man that has money and he's able to up and move when he wants to move, to just go to work and sit down and watch movie and eat popcorn. Nah. And the ladies got to start understanding that shit. When the women start putting that in their head, they'll be mindful if that's the type of nigga you want. Do you really want a baller? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's some women, right? They want the street dude, right? That got the block sold up. They want that guy. They see the nigga got all the niggas running around working for him. They see he got shit on lock, everybody reporting to him. That nigga's not going to be regular. But I wonder why women don't understand that. That's something that I got to hear from the ladies, man. Ladies, let me know that in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Why don't women understand that? When you want that type of guy, you're not getting a basic nigga result. But if you say it to them, they think that that's how it's supposed to go because that's what they got in their mind. This should be taught all across the world. If you want this nigga, expect different things. Go get you a nigga that work at Walmart. That's what you need. It's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with a nigga that work at Walmart. Ain't nothing wrong with a nigga that's working a 9 to 5 just making it. But you gonna get the results you want. He's not gonna be asking you to do no extra freaky shit because he don't got no damn money to do it. Real shit. But if you go out there and get the nigga running the show, that nigga's mind is different. He has a total different way of thinking. Straight up. He's not going to do the average shit. Mistress Adina, you said that's not true. I beg to differ. Have you ever been with a nigga that was really paid? I beg to differ. You know, I gotta keep it a bean. You know that's how I do. You know I rocks with you. Have you ever been with a nigga that's really been paid? I've been around plenty of niggas that been paid. They operate different. Straight up. They operate different, man. And I ain't talking about the guy that, is just working the average job. It might got some money. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that's like running the show. And even a guy that got, a nice job, they do crazy shit on the side. I'm telling you. He said, yes, I've been with a broke man. They can be weird. I'm telling you, though. I keep it a bean, man. Straight up. Smash that subscribe button, man, and hit that like button. You in the building, smash that like button. The ladies got to understand this, man. This is a fact in the game of life. Y'all know I try to keep it a bean. Choose wisely. You have to choose wisely. Everybody's not for you. Cassie and Jane Doe, 50 baby mom, right? Allegedly. They wanted a dude like Diddy. But what people be doing, right? They get with certain people, right? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be real. Women and men do it. They get with certain people and they think they can change that person. That's where a lot of people go wrong. They get with people and think they can change the person. No. You got to accept that person for who they are. You can't change somebody. Diddy was who he was before he got with them women, man. Yeah, he was who he was. And ladies, listen to your boy DZ, man. Y'all know I keep it a bean. Every guy, when he initially meets you, he's gonna present himself as charming and nice and loving. That's GAME. Facts. That's GAME. Every guy that you meet, that you take a liking to, unless you meet an asshole type of guy that's mean from the door, they're all going to be nice, charming, loving, to try to get your attention. You got to pay attention to next month. Now, I tell all my ladies this, right? Because I rock with y'all, right? And I know some fellas that understand this because they men and they play the game, right? You meet a guy, pay attention to what he's telling you, yes, but wait till next month. See what's going on next month or 2 or 3. This is how you're going to know who this guy is. You don't know this guy because he's telling you you're beautiful and he took you to dinner and he bought you some roses and he bought you a gift and, he smiled and he rubbed your back and y'all went to the movies. You don't know nobody like that. That's GAME, man. And this is a fact. That's GAME. This is what we're taught. We have to do these things to get the attention from you. Straight up. You have to do these things to get the attention. You said, okay, but I see a guy doing that. People, I'm out. Let me say, I'm out. These ladies were in. They know. I see a guy that's doing that. People, I'm out. These ladies were in. They know. You got me with that one, Mistress Adina. You said, my mommy always said, give the relationship 3 months, and the day after, you'll know exactly who you're dealing with. So, hey, Blue Chicken, you hear where I'm coming from. See, I'm a vet. I ain't gonna lie. I am a vet. I am a vet for real. Certified. In all things of life. You know what I'm saying? I've done a lot of things. See, you know, I present myself as I should because I'm the host, right? And I entertain as well as I should because I'm the host, but I'm a certified vet. Certified. You hear me? I've been doing this for a while. And I'm not saying I can't learn anything because we all can learn. But the basic things in life that go on that we all do all the time, I know it down to a science. I can't learn nothing from that. I ain't gonna lie. Because I've done it so many times. I've done it over and over and over and over and over. And I've made mistakes along the way. So by me making mistakes, it taught me. And sometimes I already knew the answer, but I went ahead and tried it any goddamn way. You know what I'm saying? So at this point in my life, my visual is way different than it was long ago. Had a different visual. But now my visual is serious. I'm seeing shit. When I have a conversation with people, I instantly know your character. Instantly. That's just me because I understand people. You know, soon as I have a conversation with you, I know your character. You can say whatever you want to me, but I know your character. Soon as I have a conversation with you. You know what I mean? I might play the back, listen to you, let you talk, say what I say, but my mind already starts processing who I'm dealing with. And this is a fact. When I meet people personally and I have a conversation with you, automatically, it only takes me a couple seconds. And then I know who I'm dealing with. Yeah, part of life. But I say for the ladies, when you meet a guy, that's not who he is. That's an act. You have to understand this. When you meet a guy, that is not who he is. And I say that solid for any guy you meet. Because you got to present yourself to get women a certain way. This is the game of life. Your presentation is everything when you trying to meet a woman. Straight up. And the guys that got the best presentation, they got a variety. They can play different. You know? See, I'm chilled now. Straight up. I don't do much. You know what I mean? But it's your boy Diddy, man. I used to play, and I'm going to keep it a bean. I used to play hard, but I'm chilled now. SBGB TV. It's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Oh, no, Dizzy. This is Mel G calling in from Cleveland.
What's going on, Mel G? What's popping?
Now, I just wanted to touch on the topic, what you were saying about the, because our mind get the processing too. But some shit I learned about even like with dealing with women is like, everybody want to play the Prince Charming role. Just get with a girl and be yourself. Just vibe out. A girl would rather you, even if y'all don't make it to a level to where it's like intimacy. Like, just vibe out, be yourself. Because once you put on the act of Prince Charming and you opening doors and you doing that, and ain't really you, and you stop doing the shit that you did to get the woman, you lose her.
But that's why the relationships be messed up, because that's what people do.
Exactly. So you come in a relationship or a situation, like, hey, how you doing? You do y'all swap numbers, y'all interested in each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? My first thing is going to be like, yo, I'm going to be, what you like to do, this, that, the third. I'm going to kick it with you. I'm going to get to know you first as a person. I'm not going to play this Prince Charming nigga and lay a red carpet out for you because that ain't me. I'm going to be myself. Now, it might be certain times that we get to that point, I'm going to definitely lay the red carpet out for you, open your door, night at the hotel, throw the little roses up and stuff like that. But everyday thing, you got to be hitting the floor.
Now that's what you say, right? And I understand. I understand you on that. But you got to think about it, right? There's guys out here that chase hard body, and they're cracking on broads consistently. They're everywhere, and you know you gotta have this character, and you gotta shoot your shot all around to see if something stick. And then you might got a little roster, and you playing this role and playing that role, and then some guys can't keep up to what they started, and you know shit get crazy.
Exactly. So that's what I was saying. Like when dudes do that, and they think women's stupid. My mother taught me this shit too. But most men, we have too much ego. Women are smarter than men. Then some men develop mentally and they catch up, and some men surpass. But they be running circles around niggas. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And they be niggas be thinking they got the best game. Man, she here for a good time. You about to spend that $300 on that lunch. Me and her gonna go to Applebee's, have a better time than what you have. Eat some ice cream, hit the lake, have a couple drinks, and the third. And she gonna fall for a nigga because you being something you not. You think you the first nigga that try to holler at this pretty girl? See what I'm saying? You come with the same weak game the next nigga that came with that Prince Charming ass shit. Ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
You gotta be yourself at the end of the day. Like, I don't know. That's just how I feel though. You know? Because like you say, when you start playing that Prince Charming shit, you can't, it's gonna, that next month, what happened to them doors being open? What happened to the every day and the steak and shit? Like, what happened?
Yeah, but you know, Mel G, man, we got to be real. Guys is doing that so they can get the nookie. So
that's why I say, hey, look, you see me in the chat. I say, look, though, what if they just vibe and she just here for a good time? Maybe she just went through a little breakup and the nigga might be the good guy for the night, maybe the weekend, a week. You know what I'm saying? That's why you just be yourself and vibe with shorty. You ain't even got to do all that. Half the time when niggas don't know, if they had like some confidence in themselves, shorty just want to rock with you for a little minute.
Yeah, it's listen, but you know, the guy that is chasing something, right? And he sees something he like, that shit don't process that way. I gotta go over, above, and beyond. He's fantasizing and then took her clothes off.
Oh, hell.
Looking at her. So in his mind, he got to do everything extra so he can get her to come out her clothes. And a woman to think this is the best man ever. He does this, he does that, but the whole time
man,
he's thinking about going all the way in.
That's a waterhead. If she fall for that shit, she's retarded. She's just a lady of the evening.
We can't say that, right? I'm gonna be honest, because majority of the women are like that, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
No, you right about that too, and that's no cap. I'm gonna give you the beans. Sorry for not my ladies and my women. You know what I'm saying? But some females out here are definitely like that.
Yeah, because a majority of the women, they want to feel like they're wined and dined because the guy that they was with before wasn't doing it. So you meet a guy and he's doing the open the door, the dinner, we going to the spa and we going to the movies and all that. Yeah. She's ready to go in, and then he a striker and now he MIA. Oh, he done dipped on me. He treated me this and.
But what did she expect though? And the woman's so conniving. She played that game because at the end of the day, keep it real, Deezy. That's all she wanted in the first place. She going back home to Pookie. She about to give him the car in the morning while she at work.
And listen, that can happen, you know. And you know what I did notice about the women like that? They might want to get out the situation, so they be trying something with a new situation, and then you know. She might go MIA because she got somebody at home, but she wants something better. And then you might be really trying to take her serious and doing the good things. But by when she go home and get MIA on you, act funny, that throw a man off and he might not have that same energy for you. And then when you ready, he not ready for you.
Yeah, he gone. Yep, yeah, exactly. That's why I say in the beginning on both parties, just be yourself. Y'all might just vibe out and end up being friends. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, that's like, true.
I'd rather have her as a partner. She might put me on one of the homegirls. So I'm like, girl, he a good man. Fuck with this nigga. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah, so that'll be saying like that. Prince Charming, like you say, wait till next month. Wait till 3 months. Know what you're dealing with. You know?
Fact.
And anybody that come off as a perfect person in the beginning, is no such thing as a perfect person. Everybody got shit. Everybody got something going on. Maybe your light bill late. So what? It's like, just catch up with it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of dirty. Like, there ain't nobody perfect, man.
Nobody. I agree.
Once you start playing that perfect ass world, any woman with some brain is gonna be like, oh yeah, this nigga's a clown.
Facts.
All right, dude.
I appreciate you calling in, Mel G.
For sure.
If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, man, smash the subscribe button, like button, and share this video, man. We gotta have these kind of conversations, man. That's what I'm talking about, like big facts. And let me see. I wanted to go back. Blue Chicken has said something back here. She said, just remember, what you do to get a person is what you have to do to keep doing to keep them. Hey, Blue Chicken, listen to your baby now. You hear me? Men are going to do certain things to get that nookie. Straight up. Straight up. And I'm going to be real and honest. You know I like to be raw and authentic, man. A dude might like you because he's attracted to you when he sees you, right? But at the same time, he might get the nookie and don't like you. He might get around you and don't like your personality. You better trust and believe he's not going to open the door for you. He's not going to want to take you to the spa. He's not going to want to do any of those things that he was doing for you if you get around him and get to doing things that irritate him, he don't like, he doesn't feel good around you. But he was doing those things because he thought that you was the one. And I'm going to tell you, personally, I've been through that. You understand what I'm saying? I've been through where as though somebody talking about they got the best box in the world and nobody never said anything about the box and all that. And I get in there and it was garbage. You understand what I'm saying? I get over there, I don't like her. So I don't never answer the phone again in life. And I'm sure she probably hates me to the core to this day. But you told me all the things that I thought was going to be there and they wasn't there. You said you got the best that ever existed and this, that, and this. Like, chill. You're going too far. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know, some people, you know, be overhyping themselves. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you, and you know, a nigga was being a gentleman. Yo, I'm being a gentleman and all that. But I get in there, it ain't it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't it. Like, I mean, I can't even, you know, have that energy no more. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. How am I going to have that energy that I had from the door when I had this visual of you and I got there and it was like, womp womp. Like, come on, man. Straight up on some real stuff. So, you know, a guy can have that energy because, you know, he wanted, you know, it to be all good, but then it wasn't. But then a guy can also have the energy just to get the nookie and really don't want you, you know? So I think it's a gamble. I'm going to just be real. I think it's a gamble. You know, the people, they got to connect a certain way. It got to be mutual feelings, you know, because sometimes it's not even mutual feelings. You know, it got to be, you know, we understand it. Yeah, I understand you. You understand me. And we on the same type time. Then smash that like button and hit that subscribe button because it could get sticky, you know. But bottom line, though, the person that you meet is not the person that they are. Don't ever think that. I want that to be locked and loaded. The person that you meet, that's not the person. Hell no. They got issues. It's even with the women. The woman that you meet, that's not the woman that she is. She might leave her panties everywhere. She might snore. She might be annoying. She might just be something that you don't like. You don't notice. She might not clean. Straight up. She might be the type of person that you've seen her outside, fly, looking good, but then you go to her house and she dusty. You like, come on, man. Hold up. She might got a little ting. You know what I'm saying? You ain't know she had this little ting till you got in there. You was holding the door for her. You was rubbing her back. You even waited to hit it. You said, I'm going to be patient. I'm not going to rush to get this coochie because I think she is a beautiful lady and she has a good personality, and you get in there and it got a ting. The pH balance is off. You like, oh my God. She don't want to tell you she keep letting niggas shoot up the party. Everybody squirting the party up. Like, God damn. This is why the balance is off? But she not going to tell you that. But you was opening the door for her. You was respectful. You treated her like a lady. But you got there and was like, why did this happen to me, man? Straight up. Like, I had respect for you. I thought that we was going to go somewhere. That's why I bought you those flowers. That's why I took you to dinner. But every time I hit you from the back, a little ting hit my damn nose. And I'm like, what the fuck? Oh my God. Now my shit ain't working right. Now you asking me why am I going soft and shit? Because this ting keep, every time I'm like, what the fuck? Are you serious? Like, so, you know, it could be a lot of different things, man, in situations, you know? And I've learned that the people that tell you all this shit, like, I got this and I'm this, when you get there, it's not that. I've learned that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got the best this and the this and ain't nobody ever left this and everybody I had, and you serious? No. You gotta be joking. Like on some real stuff. You have to be joking with me. You are joking. You can't tell me that everybody was experiencing this and they didn't want to run, because I want to run. Straight up. You know what I mean? Straight up. I'm going to just be real, man. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button and share this video. Facts. But you never know, man. You know? I'm going to tell you, like, with me, though, I'm a respectable guy. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I can put my foot down. You know? Like, hold up. You don't have no room to do anything slick with me. Straight up. You have no room. Because then I'm going to treat you different. So, don't do nothing slick. That's important. You know, some people, right? They might meet a nice guy. Literally. A nice guy. And then be slick. You like, hold up. Oh, man, I'm a vet. And one thing about me, right? I don't say nothing. I like to show you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying nothing. I don't want to say nothing, man. Because if I say something, I'm going to say something so disrespectful to you, you going to wish I didn't say nothing. So I try to tell myself, don't say nothing. Nah. But there's people out here that try to be slick, you know, because we know people got Rolodexes. Straight up. I'm going to say it on some real stuff. Women got front ups, back ups, side ups. Yeah. Niggas is cracking on you every single day. Straight up. Niggas is cracking on you every single day. And I know this for a fact. You can go to the corner store. You can go to the grocery store. You can go to the mall. Wherever you go, somebody's cracking. I was that nigga one day. You hear me? Literally. So I know what it is. And I've been the guy that was the side guy, and you know, you got situations and you call me when you mad. I've been that guy. So I know what it is. You know? And I think a lot of people think they slick on some real stuff. I think they slick. You know what I mean? If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. Hit the like button and share this video. Facts. I think, you know, a lot of women be thinking they slick. You might have had a good guy that was really down with you, showing you love, but you think you can do better. Now, I'm not going to leave, you know, shut my options because he ain't married to me. Women think that they can play all the way until the guy marries them. You got to understand this now. It's some people that you can do something, right? And turn the whole situation a different way. Yeah. You have to understand that, man. If you do meet somebody and you taking a chance, ladies, try to be real. If you like somebody, try to be real. Try to be real. Don't be the one that say, I'm not letting my options go because I ain't married. That's cool. Straight up. That's cool. You might get that guy that know how to play good. I'm telling you. You get that professional. You know what I'm saying? There's professionals out there, man. Yeah. I know a few of them. There's professionals out there that play the game consistently, you know? And I ain't gonna lie. I know people that play the game consistently and they play the game. And I know some people that fall victim too. Being real. It's some people that play that game and they play it well. That's what they do. Man, I ain't getting in no relationship. I ain't doing it. I'm playing all the way till I go. I don't trust this. And I'm saying on both ends, it's women too. But the one thing about ladies, you know, y'all know I like to keep it a bean. When you get older, it's a different game. Straight up. And I gotta be real. Y'all know I rock with y'all. You hear me? When you get older, it's a different game. When you are younger, your value, and I'm not saying you lose value when you older like that, but when you are younger, you have to understand that the elastic is on another level. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the crazy thing about life. You know, when the elastic, like the rubber band, you know what I'm saying, stretches, there's no way to get that thing back new again. Straight up. And I gotta keep it a bean. Y'all know I rock with y'all. Straight up. So that's why when the ladies get to playing when they younger, they don't understand that when you get older, you can't play the same. Straight up. When you get older, you cannot play the same. This is how the game go. Because motherfuckers is looking for that elastic. Real shit. And I'm going to keep it a beam, right? Y'all know I like to keep it a beam, man. I know somebody that went to them doctors that bring they shit back, right? I ain't gonna lie, right? I know somebody that went to the doctor, right, that bring they shit back. And it brought it back on the outside, but the inside is different. I'm telling you. Mistress Adina, you said it's because you guys, these are shrinking. So you telling me that it don't open up? You mean to tell me that a baby come out and it get this big and it don't open up? Come on, man. Stop that. Stop that. Baby come out get this big, man. Straight up. What? Straight up. That should get this big. Like, yo, it ain't the same. You know, it's not the same. It's not the same. You know, I love all y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know, I love all y'all. Nobody take no offense, right? But it's just not the same. Yeah. And that's just real. You know, I wish it was. You said, I don't have children, but I assume a woman feels the same after she heals up. Hey, listen, she can feel the same, right? Mentally. But I'm talking about physically. That's different now. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. What's popping? Your name and where you call it in from?
It's me again, your big sis Blue Chicken. Why you cracking on the people? What's going on? You over here having a funky feet baloney conversation.
I don't think you want to be in this one, Blue Chicken. You might not, but you might want to let me talk. Because I don't want to reference anything to you. You know you my girl. You know what I'm saying? This might not be for you. You might not want to call in on this one.
Oh, no, this one for me. I got 4 of them. I got 4 of them.
All right, so, hey, listen, don't say you did it to yourself now. All right, now what you say?
Okay. And I'm blessed. I had all my children by C-section. So I'm blessed.
So you had them all by C-section, right?
Yes, all of them.
But you gotta remember this, right? You got 4 of them, right?
Correct.
Listen, that's 4 different times. I don't know how many guys it is, right?
Okay.
But that's how many guys is it?
4.
So you got 4 baby dads. You got 4 different guys and they done hammered now. You know when guys get in the session, right? They get the hammering. They might want to go all the way in. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is never gonna get back to that 22, 24 Blue Chicken. It's never gonna get back to that.
And I understand that and I respect that. I'm just saying, but at the age that I am now, even though I have 4 different men that fathered children with me, I am respectful of how I give it away. And since we having grown folk conversation, I like to get on top and ride and let you hit it from the back. I want you to do some things with me. I don't want you to be a doorknob in the bedroom. Because in the bedroom, we get to do what we want to do. You understand?
Okay.
You understand that? So, I didn't have them to where they hiding out in the bushes waiting for me because I don't even deal with them no more.
Okay.
Straight stalkers.
So know, right? If you meet a man that got that bag, you know he gonna want to do some extra stuff though, right?
Correct. And it's up to me to shut them down or it's up to me to engage. We set boundaries.
Right. But you know, when somebody feel like they in control and position of their life, a man has certain things that he want to do. And, you know, a lot of times, man, that elastic, they want that elastic to be like a brand new rubber band. You know what I'm saying? That shit there, it's like something different, Blue Chicken. I like, listen, you know it's your baby. You know what I'm saying? And I've done had them in the 20s. I done had them in the 40s, 50s. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I don't think I don't.
Oh, you had some sugar mamas?
Hey, listen, Blue Chicken. I've been a baller for a long time. You understand what I'm saying? And trust me, when I was young, pulling up in that shit, 19, 20, it was women older that would see me and be like, hold up, I'm pulling up in that shit now. And I'm a young boy, I'm stepping out. They see how niggas gravitate to me. And they like, hold up, who this? And, you know, I get curious. You know what I'm saying? So I've been around and trust and believe. I know the difference. You know what I mean? I know the difference now.
Well, let me tell you, through the TV, you look like you smell good. You look like one of them men that when you shake their hand, the cologne stay on your hand. When you hug them, it stay around your neck. I got you. I see you fly, baby. I've been a fly woman a long time myself. So I see you for who you are. I got you. I just wanted to call in because I was looking at the chat and stuff, and I will say you are correct. The ladies that are in the chats that's younger than myself and some of the other, as y'all calling me now, the aunties here, you have to know your worth and know how to prepare yourself for what's to come when you get in relationships with people, because there's not really a lot of platonic relationships. And don't sleep on the gay men. Don't ever think that the gay men ain't hitting your girl. You get mad.
Man, what is we talking about them for? We ain't talking about no damn fruit
No,
pop.
I'm not saying to you, I'm just saying everything is about penis and vagina.
Yeah, hey, listen, you don't know who's a fruit pop in the world. Understandable. But one thing about me, right? If they get fishy, they got to go. You know what I'm saying? If they fishy, they got to go. Now, you don't know if somebody's that sneaky, but damn, if she messing with a fruit pop, damn, that means you must not be shit.
Okay, let me put it this way. Sometimes you got the fruit pops that ain't really fruit pops. They just saying that. They get a lot of women. I'll say this, going back to what you were saying as far as how people are, how the game is played. Do you think it's fair for someone to get upset months down the line in a relationship after they met their man or their girl, so-called, at a club? Can you answer that for me? Do you pick up somebody from a club and expect them to be in a long-term relationship, or is that just a good time?
Oh, man.
I know that's a hard one, but I'm saying.
I think, with people, you don't know how it's going to work out, but I don't think that's a good place to meet somebody, because you out playing, and when shit get hectic, they're going to resort back to what they know, and that's going back to the club. So I really don't think meeting somebody in the club is good, but it might be some people that met people in the club and it was good. But I really think when you meet people in certain settings like that, when y'all fall out, they go back there.
Okay. I appreciate you. You're being honest about it. I'm just asking. I used to work in a club, and I just never understood how people could meet someone at a club and take the relationship seriously.
Yeah, I think, man, when you meet somebody in the club, that should be, you having fun. You know what I mean? But some people go to the club, because they hurt and they looking for love, and that's not the spot, because there's people that's there, but it's not the spot. And then they meet somebody and then they head over heels for them because they getting shown attention, and it might go bad for them.
Okay, so now you're saying when you're younger, as a woman and as a man, and the the elastic around what we're talking about is firm and tight, is that the time you should start trying to be wifed up? Or
you better. That's what I. Hey, listen, I'm glad you said that, and I say that to all the ladies. Listen, when you young is when you should be looking for your spot. You know, and it's messed up. I'm gonna keep this a bean. It's messed up that the older women don't tell the younger women because it's like they want them to fail too. Why wouldn't you tell a younger woman to try to secure your spot somewhere now, and you know that you wish you had secured your spot? But they be like, live your life, girl. You can do what you want to do. Live your life. And then they be in the same damn boat that you in later when you could have been like, yo, listen, you got a good guy right here. Respect him. Try to work it out with him. You know, there's going to be problems in any relationship you get, especially when y'all first get together. You know, try to figure out how to work through it. You know, if it's a disrespectful person, all right, get away from him. But if it's some minor shit that happened, don't just say, oh, I'm done with him because it is, and oh, I'm back outside. Because on some real live stuff, when you get in your 30s, outside is different.
Oh, yeah, of course. And it's different 40, and it's different when you get in your 50s.
Facts.
Unfortunately, I'm a widow, and I chose not to get involved again to a certain point. But yeah, there are nights when I'm like, I just want somebody just so the bed can be warm because I'm at that age now. But I don't want to get married again, so okay. I'm not looking for that. But at the same time, I come from an era where my family members now were married for life. They got married at like 18, 19, fresh out the door. Unks and them locked it in. Granddaddy locked it in. And they're 40, 50 years married, and they had their own problems. It wasn't that they didn't want to leave. They were just in it for the long haul. I was always taught that 7-year itch, the first 7 years of being married. If you can make it through that, you will make it through anything. But now it seems like the younger generation wants a microwave relationship, and it seems like they marry only to divorce. They don't want to stick it in. And I will say a problem for the young girls is they let their friends that's single, that ain't got nothing going on, while they got a good man in their corner, talk them out of a good relationship.
That right there, you saying that is big, big facts. I agree. I agree.
Okay. Yeah, we see it all the time. But with that being said, I'm going to let you go on back to doing you, baby. I just wanted to call in. You had me over here dying, spitting out my tea a little bit. So I just had to call in and see that beautiful smile right there.
I appreciate you calling in, and make sure you stay locked in.
I will, baby. Much love.
All right, much love. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, man, hit that subscribe button and smash the like button. You hear me? Share this live. Yeah. On some real stuff, though, there are situations where your friend, knowing well she's single and you in a relationship, and she tries to give you advice, knowing well she don't even know what she's doing, but try to tell you how to handle your relationship, but she can't handle a relationship for herself. That there, you better watch out for them type. You hear me? They'll destroy your whole relationship. And even your parents, I want to tell you this now. Don't allow your parents to dictate how you deal with your relationship. It'll kill the vibe. You do not do that. You tell your parent to stay out of your relationship. Straight up. This has nothing to do with you, because it can kill the energy in your relationship. Your relationship might be fire. Everything solid. And yeah, your parent might have the best interest for you. Solid, understandable. But you got to learn on your own, straight up. If everything's working for you, don't go over there allowing them to give you advice. You might mess up what I got going on. Straight up. And I'm going to keep it a bean. Yeah. I done experienced it. You know what I mean? Hold up. You keep them out of your situation. Your friends, your parents. You deal with your relationship. You got to be smart and understand when it ain't working, you got to go. But experience is the best teacher. But if you one of them type of people that always allow somebody else to dictate your decisions, how you ever expect any relationship to work? They'll never work because you're always looking for somebody else to give you advice for the next move. You know, because there's people that are in relationships, right? That soon as they get in a discrepancy or they have a disagreement with somebody that they're with, they're calling their friend or their parent. And they're expecting that advice to get them through. And then they use that advice to damage the relationship. Straight up. You don't go to your friend or your parent all the time because you might reconcile with that person. And then now you got your friend, your parents, they looking at you like, come on now. Now they looking at the person you with because you done said these things about the person. Straight up. Carly, I agree. Keep everybody out of your relationship. Ain't no calling family and friends about our disagreements. Nope. I'm rocking with that. That's a fact. Some people feel like it's a must. Straight up. No, that's going to damage your situation. And this is how I feel. It's going to damage it. Because they're going to give you advice from their relationship or their past relationships. They're not going to give you advice from the relationship you're in. And they're totally different situations. The relationship you in might not be nothing like what they was going through or what they've been through because you're just filling them in on a disagreement. They don't know the daily. They don't know how y'all communicate. So they're going to give you advice off their experience. And you have to watch that, man. Straight up. If you try it, you'll see. You'll be wondering. Because I'm sure there's people out there that done it, right? And wish they didn't. Straight up. Mess around, right? Your friend will be done double backed on you. And they over there sleeping with the guy that they told you don't mess with. You know what I mean? Straight up. They be over there sleeping with him. Talking about she wasn't right for you. You got to understand that now. Mess around and be like, she wasn't right for you. Oh, I've experienced that now. I'm telling you right now. Like, damn, are you serious? Yeah, she wasn't right for you. How you going to say that? You was feeding her all the BS because I knew she wasn't right for you. But it's people that don't pay attention to that. You'll have your friend. It could even be your parent as well. You hear me? They'll be looking at your boyfriend straight up. And you only understand why they saying all this negative stuff. Huh? Because honestly, they are attracted to him. And you wondering why they got so much negative stuff to say. Why you don't like this person so much? Huh? I'm just being real, y'all. Why don't you like this person so much. But then they turn around and they go over there and double back on you. Straight up. Over there telling the person that they told you not to deal with, they over there telling them all the information about you. Yeah, she was doing this. Yup. She was on the phone with such and such. You know she was over here doing this. I knew she wasn't right for you. So I started saying this, that, and the third to get her up out of there. I'm telling you, it's wicked. This is why you don't fill people in on your situations. Smash that like button for me too. And hit that subscribe button. This is why you don't fill people in on your situations, man. Straight facts. You keep your relationship private, man. You know what I mean? You deal with it. You know what I mean? Just keep it to the bean. You know, but experience is the best teacher, man. I say it. Learn from your mistakes. You know, learn. Sometimes you got to analyze the situation yourself. Stop looking for somebody else to analyze it. You know, sometimes you have to analyze the situation. Stop looking for somebody else to analyze the situation. You need validation from them about your situation. Come on, man. Tighten up. Sometimes you got to put your big girl panties on and say, I got this. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. I'm going to deal with this. Yeah. You know, fellas, straight up, same way now. Your homeboy, yeah, man, tell you everything about your bro. Oh, man, I seen her over here. I seen her doing this. I heard about this. They said she did this. And the next thing you know, nigga pull up with your broad shotgun. You like, hold up. Nigga, what? Yeah. Nah, she good peoples, bro. I thought you said she was, oh, man, you know, we all right, though, man. She all right with me. You know, I'm just, you know, communicating with her, making sure everything good. You know what I mean? Damn. Nigga done double backed on you. Straight up. Pulling her hair from the back. Yeah. Yeah. She listening to him. So it's a wicked game. I'ma just keep it real. It's a wicked game out here. You gotta understand this now. Chatterbox. It's a wicked game now. Facts. Somebody be feeding you that. Yo, stay away from them. Like, yo, why you want me to stay away from them? For what? I'm telling you, she ain't right, bro. Motherfucker like, yo, listen to your bro. What you mean? Man, I'm telling you, bro. I heard she did this and that. You know I seen her over there. Yeah. She was over there with such and such. For real? Word, bro. I'm telling you. You know main man from down the block? Oh, yeah. She be messing with him too. Next thing you know, she been in the corner. Shotgun. Straight rolling. Hair done. That shit on. Sundress. Open toe sandal. They done stepped out to get ice cream. The fuck you doing with this nigga? Oh, man. Crazy. You gotta watch that. This is why, and I'm gonna keep it a beam. You know, this how I operate. You know what I mean? People operate their own way. Man, ain't nobody, nigga, coming around me and my joint, nigga. Hell no, nigga. Y'all not coming around me. I don't give a fuck how I know you, nigga. You my mans, yeah. It's all good. Yeah, everything Davi in. We Tahi, everything good. Nigga, you not coming around my broad, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. We not doing that hanging out together and all that. I'm not doing all that, nigga. Nah, we not hanging out. Nigga, I see you in the streets when I see you, nigga. Fuck, I look like we all together. The next thing I know, you trying to build a relationship with my bro. You know what I mean? Nigga, now you and my bro best friends. You talking about that's my bro. What? Yeah, all right. Fuck out of here. I'm going to tell you that right now. You got to watch that shit. And it's a fact. You got to watch that. Next thing you know, motherfucker talking about, that's my bro. What? Oh, y'all cool like that now? Yeah, that's my bro. What? Hold up, nigga. Shit. You not building no relationship with no nigga I know. Straight up. You not building no. Hey, listen. When you with me, you can speak. All right, everything cool. Nigga, you not building no relationship. Fuck out of here. And I'm going to keep it a bean. I've been on the side where it's though motherfucker that like ran off over here with your boy. And, you know, I felt bad. I ain't gonna lie. I felt bad. I knew I shouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it a bean. You know, I like to keep it a bean. I knew I shouldn't have, you know what I mean? But I told him to keep the broad away from me, man. Keep her away from me, man. Why do you keep bringing your broad around? Every time I turn around, you got your broad pulling up, man. Stop, man, leave her at home. She looking at shit. You got your broad with you all the time, nigga. She looking. Straight up. Nigga, you pulling up. She see I'm running around in that shit. She think life good over here. But you got to understand that, man. Straight up. She see I'm pulling up in that shit. Life good. You know what I'm saying? Living good. You having problems. She want to come talk about the problems. Straight up. I'm sitting there like, man, I really don't want to listen because I know where this ready go. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, she over her head in your lap. Oh, man. He treat me bad. He this. He be hollering at me. He put his hands on me last time. He did this. I'm like, damn, he did? What happened? Damn. Did he hit you like this? Or did he hit you like this? Huh? What happened? I'm trying like, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Why you know what I'm saying? You got to watch that, man. Straight up. No cap. Nigga done sent the broad to come see me. And I'm like, yo, why do you keep sending this broad, man? Stop that, man. Stop that, man. Nigga don't want to listen. She talking about I told him to stop sending me. This nigga lazy. What are you doing, man? You that lazy that you want to keep sending your broad, nigga? Next thing you know, she like this. Taking her pants down. I'm like, hold up. Chill. Hold up. God damn. You know, nigga mad at me. Pissed. Shit get crazy. I tell you, yo, dog, I told you stop sending that broad, dog. Straight up. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm going to tell her straight up, whatever you do, don't leave that nigga. I don't give a fuck. Don't leave him. Straight up, because it ain't happening. I'm watching what you doing to him. See, that's what the women don't be understanding. I'm going to keep it a bean. You get a guy that get to the paper and he in position and you want to slide on your man with that guy, don't think that nigga's supposed to go for the banana in the tailpipe now. Because hold up. You done did this to him. What you gonna do to me? Shit get worse. You know what I mean? Shit. You gotta understand though. Big facts. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. You in the building, smash that subscribe button. Hit that like button too. Facts. You hear me? Gotta understand, man. It's a wicked game out here, man. Facts. Motherfucker lied to you in a heartbeat. Straight up. They'll tell you, I ain't get that nookie hit. No, ain't nobody touching me. Straight up. Next thing you know, you see the text messages in the phone. Yeah. She liked the way she got hit. Where the hell did this come from? Huh? Are you serious? Oh, nah, it wasn't like that. Man, the text message is saying we were just talking shit. Why was y'all talking shit? Because this is what happened. You understand what I'm saying? You got to watch all that shit. That's why you don't have nobody around your broad. Straight up. I don't care what she say. I want to come, man. Sit down. I'll be back. It's okay. I'll be back. You don't have to be there every time I'm doing something or going. No. Them type of broads, they be curious. I don't care what nobody say. If you got a broad that always has to be where you're going and shit like that, they curious. Hold up. They looking. They around here. Straight up. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna tell my broad, you better not be looking at all these niggas. I don't care what's going through your mind. Nigga, hold up. Don't be giving all these niggas eye contact and shit. What are you doing? You start giving all these niggas eye contact, they start thinking. You have to understand this in the game, man. When a woman is giving a man eye contact, even if it's just you just looking, the guy's signals go off, man. He start thinking, he got a fish. I got one. She looking, she smiling. My uncle used to always tell me, man, if she smile, she gone. He always used to say that. Real rap. And you get to smiling at a guy looking too much, his mind start thinking, he ready to run his game. You feel me? He trying to do shit behind a nigga back. So you got to be on point. When you with your guy, don't be trying to eye everybody. It's okay. You ain't got to eye everybody. Straight up. And I know some bros be like, I want to be aware of my surroundings and I want to be paying attention. Okay, that's cool. But stop looking every guy in the damn face. Because that shit send a buzzer off on him. A woman locking eyes with a man, I'm telling you right now, it sends a buzzer off, especially if you are attractive. Even if you're not attractive, you got a coochie. Niggas start thinking, you got a coochie. You hear me? You got a split, you got a box. And niggas start thinking. Start saying, man, shit, I can get her. And then, you might be a nice talking woman. You might be one of those nice talking women. You know what I mean? Guys start thinking, she like me. Straight up. That's where his mind go. Yeah, she like me. Shit. You just being yourself. Like literally. You could be a woman just being yourself. But you being nice and, you know what I mean? Your old self. The guy mind say she like me. Damn. Next thing you know, he trying to hit you in the DM. Straight up. You got to be mindful though, man. In a situation. And I think some of them don't be mindful, man. And when they go left, they acting like, oh, I ain't know. Yes, you did know. You already know dudes is trying to hump on you all the time, man. This shit ain't new. They want to hump. They want to hump, man. Straight up. We mammals, man. Running around here, they want to hump. That's it. Straight up. They want to feel something. So, you got to be mindful. Pay attention, man. And don't have a beautiful smile. Straight up. Then he on your ass. On your ass. I'ma just keep it a bean. You know, I like to keep it raw and authentic, man. We got to have some real conversations on here, man. Facts. We got to have some real conversations. And make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button too, man. Share this video. We got to have some real conversations, man. This is facts. Yeah. Because y'all know I done been through the storm. I done been through the storm now. I done been through the storm out here. Yeah. I done played. I done had my fair share of playing. And when I played hard. Like hard. You know, I'm a calm individual in my life now. I'm a very calm individual. You know, I'm at peace, but I played hard. Yeah. Like hard. Yeah. Like a sport. Yeah. You know, and y'all think about it, man. Since I've been an adult, I've been a go-getter. You know what I mean? Even as a juvenile, I was trying to go get it right. But once I became an adult, I figured it out. Like, you know what I mean? Really how to go get it. And I've had my time of playing. So, you know, the experiences that I had, you know, let me see it for what it is. Straight up. My experiences that I had, let me see what it is, man. You know, there's some good people in the world, you know, but there's also some foul people. I honestly think, man, when we're young, starting life, we don't know ourselves. And I'm really mean this. But we're thrown out into life and we got to figure it out. And we just figuring it out from watching shit. The shit that we gravitate to. So if you gravitate to some foul shit, that's going to be your life. Straight up. So I think, you know, we thrown out there young. We don't know ourselves. Straight up. And once we figure out who we are, sometimes we develop and change, and sometimes we get stuck. You know, we get out here rushing, straight rushing. Everybody, when you're young, is excited to do grown shit until you got to do it on your own, and it's real. You got to handle business, responsibilities, bills, all that shit, you know. Then you dealing with other people, and, you know, you can't turn to your parent no more. If you can, it ain't going to help you if it's trouble because they can't save you, you know. So I think the experiences in life, you know, teach us, but I think we really don't know ourselves, you know, until you get a little older. And that's crazy that they say, you know, the older you get, the wiser you get. We know some people don't get wiser, but I really feel like when you start getting to know yourself, you're a little older. And I gotta say, it's like when you gearing towards your 40s, like real rap. When you gearing toward your 40s, man, you start to really like know, because you done had these experiences and you've been through some shit, right? And you say, all right, I don't like this, I like that. I don't want to deal with this, I'll deal with that. You know what I mean? So that's how I see. But I see when you're younger, you know, they tell us to live, you know, live your life. You know, when you're young, I think that's the dumbest saying. I'ma just be real. I think it's the dumbest thing to tell someone that is just becoming an adult to live their life. Live your life how? Go to the club, smoke bud, drink, and then wait till I'm older and I'm like lost in the game to try to figure it out? Nah. Fuck all that. You know what I mean? Just live your life. That's what they be telling us though. Just live your life. You young and, you know, then a motherfucker get addicted. You got to understand, right? You going to the club, smoking, drinking, partying, that becomes addictive. You want to do it all the time. You want to do that. Yo, I'm going out this weekend. Yeah. Where the party at? Where the club at? Where it's at? What we doing? Where everybody gonna be at? Where they gonna be at? I remember in my days, right? I used to be calling and be like, where is it at tonight? On this day, that day, this day, that day. And I want to go. Straight up. Straight up. You know all the hustlers is going to be out. I think, being honest, right? For the hustlers is going to have fun with the women. And I'm talking about like the street guys, right? They're going to have fun with the women, but at the same time, they're going to be out meeting other hustlers. This is how the hustlers be linking with each other. When they go to the clubs and shit like that, they having fun with the women, but then they linking with other hustlers. So it's like natural for hustlers to go out because they linking with other niggas. Yo, oh, I ain't seen bro in a minute. Yo, what's your number? Boom, boom, boom. Then you might catch a couple biddies. Yo, you know what I'm saying? So that shit there is addictive. Straight up. You know, you trying to get back out there in that street mix, go to the club. You gonna see all the hustlers. They out there. Straight up. But it's addictive, man. And it can set you back at the same time because you should be focused on trying to elevate in the game. You know what I mean? Some people don't know how to balance it. Straight up. Some people don't know how to balance it, man. Some people don't know how to balance it, man. Hit that subscribe button too. You in the building, smash the subscribe button. Facts. And smash that like button. Share this live, man. Y'all know we go all the way in. Facts. Go all the way in. Yeah, we going up. Straight up. Go all the way in. The game of life, man. Yeah. The game of life. The shit that they put for us to do, though. That's what it's for you to do. To go out. That's what they market, is to celebrate getting high and drunk. That's the market. And then people wonder why they lost in the sauce. Celebrate getting high and drunk. And I started to think about, for some of the people, right, that do it so often, right? What are you celebrating? Your money funny. Motherfucker going out trying to catch the bar to get a drink before 11. Because drinks is, you get a drink, a free drink and entry before 11. They trying to catch that, right? What are you celebrating? You gonna run into a joker that just wants some coochie to run through you? That's it. Huh? Don't be mad when you get what you want now. Because there's some people, they upset. Nigga ain't call you the next day. Had a ball. Straight up. I've been there. Then made a movie now. Made a whole movie. And didn't answer the phone the next day. Straight up. Do not disturb. It get like that, man. So you got to understand. I'm going to just keep it a bean. Shit like that happen. You know what I mean? Made a movie now. Made a motherfucking movie now. Straight up. Motion picture. And guess what? Do not disturb. Yeah. Man. Shit. Yeah. Shit happens, man. Real rap. He said, "These they need to go live in UK time, man. Let me know when UK time is, man. Let me know. Is it what is it over there right now? Is it 11 in the morning? Is it 11 in the morning over there right now? Just keeping it a bean, man. Y'all know how I rock. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You know what I mean? Hit that like button. Share it. Hey, listen, I go live with UK time because y'all know after this live, we're going to come back about 12:31. You know what I'm saying? We're going to rock this live. Then we're going to come back again. We ain't playing no games. Shit. I'm back. You hear me? Damn right, I'm back. Going all the way in. I ain't playing no games. Shit, I'm back. But we got to have these discussions. See, y'all know one thing about your boy Diddy, right? I strategize. You know what I'm saying? Strategic with this shit. Yeah. You know, you got to find your wave. You know what I mean? So I'm working. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got to start dropping more videos. I know that. I got to get into that process more. I'm working. But I got the live thing down pat. Y'all know that. I got the live thing down pat. It's remix. We be right back. You better know it. Shit. Yeah, man. Maybe you know the game of life, man. We just taking it one day at a time. But I like to, have these good conversations because I like to be raw with them. That's one thing about me, man. I like to be raw because I got a lot of experience that I've been through. Straight up. You know what I mean? Let me see what he, hold on. I want to read this comment. Let me see, hold on. Yeah. Hey, man. I don't even want to read your comment because I know you don't know what you talking about, man. Nobody's talking about pumping in the club, man. That's how you meet people. Come on, man. But I understand you not a hustler. You know what I mean? It's okay. Everybody's not a hustler. You know what I'm saying? That's how you meet people. When you go to the clubs, it's how you connect. That's how you meet people. Nobody's pumping in the club. Goofy. That's how you meet people. The hustlers are out in the club. When you go out to the club, that's where they at. The hustlers are outside. You know what I mean? They're out there. You know, the hustlers want to go out with that knot. They want to go out there, drop a bag. This is how you meet people. Pay attention, man. You know what I mean? Pay attention. Straight up. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
What's good, boy? This your boy Gemini, Jennifer. I called you. Well, I always be calling you. You already know.
What's poppin'?
Hello?
What's poppin'? You got some too much noise going on in the background.
Oh, my bad. It must be your damn noise.
Yeah, you gotta turn that joint down for us, please.
All right. What's going on?
Everything Tahi. What's poppin'?
I'm just trying to entertain something that's going on, trying to keep a little entertainment going on. But at the same time and shit, you already know. The boy Wax situation, man. Come on now. Are you gonna jump on that or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna get on Wax in about an hour and a half when I come back on the live.
All right, say no more, man. I ain't gonna even get on your nerves about that right now, and we're gonna keep on tuning in.
I appreciate you.
All right, you already know.
If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. And hit that like button. You hear me? And share this video. You know, I appreciate all of y'all. And that's a fact. Yeah. Straight up. I appreciate all of y'all. And that's a fact. Y'all know we going up too, man. You know what I mean? We on the way to 20K subscribers. 20K. Yeah. We on the way to 20K subscribers, man. Coming from the mud, man. You hear me? Y'all know what it is, man. Straight up. Yeah. I see, you know, these conversations is solid. I'm going to just be real. These conversations is solid, man. We need them, man. We need them. Oh, man. Yeah, man. But y'all know, we going to come back, you know, we're going to come back about an hour, about 12:30, 1 o'clock, man. We're going to come back about 12:31. You know, we going to go all the way in. Y'all know we ain't playing no games, man. We ain't playing no games. We locked. You hear me? Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button, you know what I mean? If you in the building, smash that like button. Straight up. You in the building, smash that like button. Smash that joint. Facts. You hear me? Big facts. We ain't playing no games, man. You know what I mean? He said, Deezy, kick a little on learning to trust again. Learning to trust again. You want to talk about that real quick? Man, I'm gonna keep it a being with that. I don't think you can trust the same people again. I'm gonna be real. When it comes to trusting again, I don't think you can trust the same people again. I think in a new situation, right? You have to come into that situation new. You can't come into a new situation how you was in your old situation. Because I really understand that people come into a new situation how they was in their old situation and expect people to fall in line how they are. You got to come in open. This is how I see it now. You come into a new situation open and you give that person the benefit of the doubt, right? And if you see funny signs, you got to get up out of there. Don't come in there with your old self and say, well, I'm used to this. And no, that last situation didn't work out. Don't mess with that. And don't go back to the same person trying to trust it. Once you lose trust for somebody, you can't trust them ever again. Yeah, nah, you can't. Because they're going to do certain things because they already done something to break the trust. You know what I'm saying? So you don't think people can change? I don't think you can change for that same person. I think people can change. But when you break that trust with a specific person, I think that shit can't be mended. You know, this is my opinion, but that's how I feel. I feel like you got to go with another person and try that. That person that you had the trust broken with, nah. Because certain things are going to happen and they'll revert back to what they did to break the trust. That mind, when your mind does certain things and you get away with something, you'll do that again. If you steal out of a store and don't get caught, you might be scared to steal out the store, but you'll go back in there and try it again eventually because you got away with it. You got away. You gonna go back in there and try that shit. So I think if the trust is broken with that specific person, it can't be mended. No, because when people get upset, they're going to do this thing, same exact thing they did to break the trust. Yes. And they're going to do it and don't care. Because people will do certain things to you now. Like, people will be married, been together, say how much they love each other, rock with each other, right? And then the relationship falls apart and they're doing things to destroy each other. They're going in. So if you with somebody and the trust is broken because this person did something out of pocket, they'll do it again. They'll go do it again. They might not do it right away, you know, but think about this, right? If somebody does something to you and they beg you for forgiveness, please, please, I'm sorry, right? Once they win you back over, their mind frame reverts back to how they was thinking. You can say, oh, no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Straight up. When they win you back over, they revert back to how they was thinking. A lot of things that we do are like an act. You know, we be acting. We be reality acting, right? And when certain things happen and you might win the person back, you're going to go back to how you are. You're going to revert back to who you are because you are who you are. You can try to put on an act to fix a relationship and people do it. They'll put on an act quick. Oh, I didn't mean it. That wasn't me. And I'm sorry. Yeah, you did mean it. But yes, you might be sorry. But what about if you do it again? Oh, I'll never do it again. Yes, you will. If you get mad enough. People get mad and show you who they are. Straight up. When they get mad, that's somebody that you need to know who you're dealing with. Make somebody mad. Make them mad. Get them pissed off. And you'll see who you got. Straight up. Get them pissed off. And you will know who you got. You don't know who you got until you get somebody pissed off. On some shit. You know? That's how I feel. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button and share this video. I'm just keeping it a bean, man. You don't know who you're dealing with till you piss them off. Because then they show you who they are. You piss somebody off and they don't respond like they're trying to tear you apart, then they care for you. But if you piss somebody off and they try to tear you down, they don't care about you. Straight up. Not at all. Because why would somebody that care about you want to tear you down and destroy you. If you in a relationship with somebody and you get them mad and they go to great lengths to destroy you, they never cared about you. Because if they did, they would just separate from you and say, I care about you too much to try to destroy you. I don't want to destroy you. I just don't want to deal with you. I don't want you. But most of the time, somebody got to destroy somebody because they got to show that I didn't care about you. Man, I don't care. You mess with the wrong person. It's a dirty game, man. Hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button. Facts. You know, I appreciate all of y'all that rock with me. You hear me? We got to have these discussions. Big facts. We got to have these discussions. It's major, you know? And daily, I got to start putting these in. I got to start, you know what I mean? We got to, you know, life discussions. You know, we all go through things. I tell you that. Every one of us. It's life. Every one of us. But I think it's hard to see really what you're going through when you got too many people around you and you trying to fix shit and you got everybody in your ear. It's hard. You trying to fix this and you trying to figure out, but you got everybody in your ear. Nah. You got to sit back and analyze. What did I do wrong? What did they do wrong? Can I forgive them? Can I forgive them? Nah. All right. Well, that was a situation. I'm gonna move on. It's over. I went through it. We was together. We was cool. We not. It's cool. It's okay for a relationship not to work out. People think it's the end of the world. No, it's okay. That specific relationship wasn't for you. And it's cool. You can't force every relationship to work. That wasn't for you. But you know one thing that I be seeing that people be forgetting is billions of people. People get stuck in their vicinity. They get stuck in their city, town, vicinity, and not understanding that that area might not be for you. Go look somewhere else. It's okay to travel. You know what you can do, honestly? Sometimes you can drive a whole state over, right? And go to their mall and walk around. I'm going to tell people, right? Real rap. If you want to meet somebody out of your area, right? Drive to a whole state over and find the mall there and go walk around the mall and enjoy the mall. You really might meet somebody that's for you. You can't just think that you're going to stay in one area, because usually people in the same area are kind of alike. They're different people, but they're kind of alike in certain areas. So go to a different area, man. You might be in a good state somewhere where somebody fits you. Like, yo, I love it here. This is where I need to be, you know? You might still want to live where you at. They live where they at, and then y'all might eventually merge together. But you keep looking in the same area, that might not be for you. I'm going to just be real. Yeah. People be trying to force things. Don't try to force something with somebody. Don't do it. Straight up. Yeah, he said best way to get over an old chick is to get a new one. I mean, I understand what you saying there. I'm going to be real. I understand what you saying, and it might work temporarily, because how I feel, I think the best way to get over a chick is be by yourself, but meet friends. Don't just get a new chick to lock in with, right? Because I think that if you lock in before you're healed, you're going to bring the damage shit from your old situation to your new situation. And I say that for men and women. If you are damaged, you have to give that time to heal. And it might be months, it might be years, but you gotta get that time to heal. You say you don't mean relationship? Yeah, well, if you're gonna go out and play, yeah, go out and play. But don't lock in. I really don't recommend that because you gotta heal. And sometimes it takes you longer. You might not know. You don't know when you're gonna heal. Straight up. And honestly, silence. That there, I think, is the best way. Some people say, oh, no, I don't want to talk about nothing. That's not me. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to say the wrong thing to you. And I'm not saying things to benefit your feelings. And I know I'm going to say the wrong thing to you. And then I'm going to crush them anyway. So I think that's me understanding me. Because, some people be like, oh, I need to talk it out. No. If I talk it out with you, I'm going to say some things to you. And now you're going to flip this whole situation on me. And now I am the bad guy. So for me, I need to be quiet into myself because I'm feeling some type way right now. That's just me knowing myself. I'm feeling some type of way, and I'm going to say some things to you that you might remember 20 years from now. So, and this comes from the experience that I've had in my life. I've had to learn that, understand that. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe button for me too, right? I've had to understand those things in my life, right? On some real stuff. I got to be quiet. You know what I mean? You go ahead and let me get myself together. And it's the best thing. We got to talk. No, we don't. Not right now. We can talk later. But right now, I'm going to say some things to you. Now you're going to blame everything on me. Oh, you called me this, and you said this, and you said my mom this, and you said that. I told you I didn't want to talk. You tried to force me so that you can feel better, and it only made you feel worse. So that's where I'm at with that. You know what I mean? Let me get the peace. Let me get myself back together. You know what I mean? Once I get it back together, boom, we can talk. You know what I mean? Because then I'm going to know what I want to say. Because if I'm hot about something, I don't know what I want to say. I know how I feel, but I don't know what I want to say. I just want to say all the shit that's going to crush you. So you can understand that I'm pissed. You know what I mean? But that's knowing yourself. It took me a long time to understand that. I'm sure it's people to this day that remember shit I said to them because I didn't understand that I needed to take the time to myself. I wanted to say it right now and I was hot. But, in my mature days, I get quiet. And I really think, being honest, your point, if you are upset about something, I gotta say this. If you are upset about something, it's more effective to be quiet to me. I feel like it gets my fucking point across. I ain't gonna lie. Because when I start speaking, my point don't get across. Because I'm saying things that I'm hot about. So I don't get the point across. Straight up. But when I'm quiet and I go and let you know I'm not rocking with you, you get time to process because you know why I'm mad. Fuck all that. You know what happened. Yeah. You can analyze it. Not me saying it because I'm going to say some shit that's going fucking, you might be thinking about this shit in your dream for the next 10 years. Now you pissed at me. Now you saying I damaged your whole life. You damaged me. Why'd you say this? I told you damaged me. You hurt me. I told you I didn't want to talk. You forced me to talk. Why didn't you wait till tomorrow? Damn it. But I told you I didn't want to talk. Next time, can you listen? Straight up. Straight up. Hey, Mr. Zadim said, cool off but communicate. Nope. Not me. Not me. I'm cooling off and I'll talk to you later. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about this, right? Mr. Zadina, right? How do I know what's my time frame to cool off? Let's be real. Because if something's wrong or going on, right? People will act like you supposed to cool off in 5 or 10 minutes. What's the time frame? I say, give me a day. Give me a day. Give me a day and let me talk about it tomorrow. But I noticed some people, they got to say it right now. Straight up. They got to say it right now. I'm like, man, give me some time to cool off. And when I cool off, we'll have this conversation. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because then I'll be able to talk to you. I can't talk to you when I'm hot. I'm not talking. I'm yelling. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get the damn point off because I'm hot. But these are the things that you got to learn from yourself. And I really think when you're younger, you don't know yourself. So you don't know how to communicate. It's hard. You don't know how to communicate. You just want to say how you feel and you want to make sure that they feel you. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button for me. Hit that like button for me too. Smash that, man. Hit that like button and share this video. Yeah. You know, I appreciate all of y'all, man. That's a fact. You know, we've been rocking too. Straight up. We've been rocking. Yeah. We getting down. We getting down with these conversations, man. We got to get down with them. Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button and share this video, man. And, you know, I appreciate all of y'all. You know, we're going to come back. Go check out that merch. SBGBTV.com. And we'll be back about 1 o'clock, man. We're going to come back about 1. 12:30, 1 o'clock. Make sure y'all locked in. Hit that notification bell too. You hear me? Subscribe to the channel. And we grinding. You know, we grinding. This the way right here. We got to get these conversations out, right? And then we get new people that come aboard to the family. You know what I mean? Straight up. Talk over a meal is always the best meal you have made together. Hey, listen to Dina, I understand, but I can't talk, right, until I calm down. I don't care if you got lobster, steak, shrimp, everything on the table. I got to calm down. It's the best way for me because then I'm going to be very respectful, you know. But I really think you got to know yourself, man. Straight up. Yeah. You know, I appreciate all of y'all. Facts. Subscribe to the channel, y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. Become a member if you would like to. It's only $3.99. And I appreciate y'all. If you already subscribed to the channel, I guess you hit right there where the subscribe button is, and then it'll take you to where the members is. If you would like to become a member, become a member. $3.99. Light work. You know what I mean? But I appreciate y'all. And I want y'all to stay locked in, man. I see y'all in like an hour. Trust and believe. I appreciate all y'all. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Now.